Hey, welcome. So in this work stream, I'm just gonna be finally converting the Cascade emitters to, well, the Cascade particle systems to Niagara. And well, it's gonna be fun because I hadn't found a good method to do it. That's why I delayed it for so long. But now I think that we can arrive to a really good result. So we should try it. So let me open up the package. I had to adjust my resolution. Okay, so this is what we were working on the last time. Okay, let's say it's here. The thread is here. And our animation is here. And as you can recall, this was the end result of the last stream. Okay, that's fine. And well, we need to find a way to convert this cascade emitter to Niagara, because if we just well, in here in plugins, first you need to activate here Cascade to Niagara converter, and you can just right click this and convert to Niagara system. But if you do that, and we can try it right now, and you enter, right? Sure, there are a couple of errors that we can just say, okay, we disable this, we add spawn, oh wait, spawn per unit, spawn per frame, at one. So everything should be fine, right? Although, wait, we don't have a renderer here. We can just say, oh, I didn't rename this yet. My bad. So materials and this. I guess I did rename it. Custom site vector. So everything should be fine, like the cascade. But if we search to put it, let's say timed, well, we only have time Niagara effect. And if we go to trail, this trail only accepts a cascade, right? So we need to find a workaround to solve that. And I was just browsing solutions, and the one that helped that the most was from Ryan Scott, and he was really smart about it. So we're gonna try and replicate it. So sure. Let's first pick a different animation. So maybe primary B is fine. Yeah, this has a really nice motion. Now, I guess that we'll just stay with these Phoenix that we made. We'll just stick to this. So just Niagara. I'm gonna put this here. And if this works, we can just add everything of this inside, right? Because it doesn't work like Cascade does. So, okay, we have this, and we have the ribbon renderer, dynamic parameters. Probably don't want that. We need not initialize particle, but we want initialize ribbon. Okay. And our old lifetime was 1. Okay, 0.5. Everything is the same, I think. And well, we need to start doing the new stuff. So right click, let's go on effects, let's go on Niagara model script, and let's name this what? Trail script, and let's enter. And inside of here, on the map get, we want to add 2 vectors. Sorry. 1 and vector 2. The first one, we want to name it start trail, and the second one end trail. Sure. Now on this map set, we want to go, well, we want to add a ribbon spacing. Make sure that it's always on particles. Now we want to do position, again particles, and the last one is ribbon width, like that. Okay, so now we need to find a middle guy to join these two. We need to find a midpoint for them. So just type find midpoint between positions. Okay, so start trail is vector 1, end trail is vector 2. Position, just hook everything, right? So position is this, the length is width, and the direction is the ribbon facing. Just like that. And just compiling and saving just in case. So this should be it for this part. I think that we can now go here and on particle spawn, we can just, oh wait, so we cannot see it yet. Trail, oh yeah, this is an old one. So in order to see it, we need to go over here and library visibility needs to be exposed and suggested. I'm gonna change the name just in case. Trail script. Okay, VFX trail script. That should be better. And now if we go on particle spawn, we can see here VFX trail script. And it needs to be on the particle spawn, right? And in here we can see end trail, start trail, sure. But we do not need to modify them here. So we just need to go on the arrow, type parameter, read from user parameter. And we need to do that for both. Okay, so now we have both of those. And now what we need to do is we need to create a blueprint. So, and probably this shouldn't be on the, this shouldn't be on the Phoenix, so just outside, but we're gonna move it after. So just blueprint grass. We go on, we type here Niagara, and just go on anim notify state Niagara timed effect, and go on select. And in here we can just name this, but let's say, oh, I cannot type. We can name it Niagara, oh, BP, Niagara, I'm failing at typing, Niagara anim trails. Give me just 1 second, please, to check. Okay. What's up, Clemmy? Thank you for your comment. Okay, so back to this. Where were we? Okay, so let's enter. And in here we wanna put our system, right? So it is Phoenix Trail converted. Sure. And I believe we're gonna need to do one for each of the trails. The socket name can be just root, and that's fine. And here on override, we need to select receive notify tick, and we enter here. And now this will be a little bit more complicated than the other steps, but that should still be fine. So here on the mesh comp, or well, sorry, yeah, here, get spawned effect, sure, and well, we just hook this here. Oh, I'm so sorry. There we go. Now we just need to check if it's valid or not. Oh, not like that. Like this. Sure. The input object needs to be this one. Okay. Now, if it is not valid, I want something to tell me, right? So print string, and then we can just return it like this. Sure. Now, if it's valid, we want to set vector parameter. Set vector. Oh no, it is not this. So if it is valid, no, I do not need to sub it from here. Then I think purely like here. Set vector. That's it. And now we can just plug it here. Okay. The parameter name, for now, it's fine. Although, now, let's just type start. And we need to copy another one. And this one is gonna be named end. They're both sockets, right? Or they're gonna be sockets. This purple is for sockets, I believe. Okay. So now we need to go here on the mesh comp and type get socket location. And we need two of them. So just copy it, and the target needs to be the same, right? So just mesh comp here. And the socket name, we just need to right click, promote to variable here. And this one, let's just name it, rename. This one is going to be start. Here, promote to variable. Sorry. This one is going to be end. So this one is end. And we need to hook it both on this param and on this param here. Okay, that's fine. Now we need a return node for this stop. And we should be almost done if we aren't done yet. In here, we can just say this is trail not valid. So it notifies us if this isn't working. And okay, so we have the variables. We have the socket names. We need to click on the eye to expose them. And all of this should be fine. So just hit compile. Oh, target must have a connection. Oh, of course, we didn't hook it to the mesh comp. Wait, no, this is being hooked to the get spawned. So we're gonna do the same here. Now it should be fine. And for now, I think this is just fine. So now if we go to the animation and we right click this, add notify, we can see BP, Niagara, and Trails. And we can just, well, let's search for the moment when the trail spawns, which is probably around here, should be fine. And then it ends around here. Well, and now here on top you can see start and end. This is where we should be putting our sockets. So let's just go for the normal ones for now. Where were they? Okay, it's here. So it's just sort underscore base, and the bottom one is sort underscore, oh, sorry, tip. Okay, just give me 1 second. And let's just go play. And well, nothing is happening. And it's sometimes a little tricky. I'm not sure if it's the trail on itself or if it's any of the configuration that we've made. So, well, let's check that. Let me check the socket name, sort base. Okay, it's not listening. Maybe it has to do with the trail itself, but still, let's see. So we have our VFX trail here, the trail script with both of these, initialize ribbon, should be fine. The ribbon renderer though, let me see. We can still make some modifications here, but I'm not seeing any trail so far. So is it? Let me check some things. Spawn per unit. You can disable this. Spacing can be too. No, it's not showing anything. I'm sure that I'm missing something. So on the script, I think everything is fine. We have the input. Well, we have the start, we have the end, output. Everything is fine here. On the blueprint, though, there may be some errors. Let me check that. The parameter names are there. They're hooked each one to a socket location. The socket is coming from the mesh comp, which is fine. Is valid. That is good. So let's maybe it's on the trail itself. Let me check a different one and see if that's the error really. Let's test this core converted. Oh, it's working here, although not in the way that it should. Oh no, actually it is on the way that it should. So it is the particle system. Let's check what is going on here. So first, the ribbon renderer. Let's say that the UV mode, it's smooth. It's a plane. The second UV also smooth. We have a custom side vector, which is fine. And we can manage the tessellation after. Right now, this is, I just want it to work, really. So initialize ribbon, sure, everything's fine. Emitter state, it's good. I think spawn per unit should not be it. Just, just spawn per frame is fine. So 1. And we have the trail script here, VFX trail script, which is the same. So why is our friend not working here? Let me see. We have the instance here. We don't have the other one. Let's just, let me check. That's really weird, because the old particle that I made earlier is working and this one isn't. So let me examine exactly why isn't it working. So everything is set the same. I wonder if it's on the trail script. Let me disable this one and just say this is the old trail script. Nope, it's the trail itself. It's really weird. Initialize ribbon is fine. 0.5, 1. This should not be a problem. The emitter state should also be the same. Spawn per frame should not be the issue either. We can dismiss this. I wonder if it's on the ribbon renderer at the end. Custom side vector. It's non-uniform, it's smooth. We did select custom side, sure, fine. Front to back, it's a plane. The width segmentation count, well, we can just say maybe 16, but this just helps with the tessellation, nothing else. Yep. It's not working. What if we just say the socket name is the root? It's the same one. Okay, it's gonna take me some time to figure out then. I really cannot tell what's going on. Okay, bumper frame. Initialize ribbon, it's fine. Our velocity does not matter. We have our trail script on the spawn. Our particle state, sure. There's something that we're missing that should be obvious, like on the previous streams, but that we're not really seeing it. So custom site by, oh wait, have we not saved something? We've saved everything. So what if it's just on screen? Are we seeing it there? Not seeing it there either. Okay. I'm gonna figure out what's going on. This is okay. This trail script should not be the issue. I feel like I'm going in circles, but I'm not sure why this is not working and the previous one is. So just to figure that out easier, I'm just gonna copy the old one. So if we disable this and play, it shows what is different from these two. Properties are the same, sure. Interstate is fine. Everything is fine here. Well, we can just, this is the same, initialize, same thing. The trail script is the same thing too. That should not be a problem. The ribbon renderer is the only thing that comes to mind, but they're both still the same. Okay. Actually, right now they're exactly the same. And this one is working and the other one isn't. So let me debug a little thing. So trail script disable. We have here VFX trail script. The script is working. Oh, it was the script all along. Okay. Oh, okay, so at least it was that. The VFX trail script. So what is going on with our script here? I wonder. So we have our start trail, we have the end trail. They're both plugged in vectors. We have the position, which is fine. We have the length, which is good. And then the direction, which is also fine. It is all working here. Conversion, category, we have this unsuggested, exposed, input, all inputs. Everything is fine here. So let's see. This is the old script. Let's try it. And it still doesn't work. Oh Lord, what is going on? What is going on here? This is a complete mystery to me. Yeah, so with this script, it's working. This one, oh, so when you just plug it in, you need to set it again. Okay, so disable, parameter, read from user, parameter, read from user, and now it should work, right? It still doesn't. Okay, let's just save it just in case. It does not follow entrail 001. Why does it look like that though? Is there something I'm missing about this? Okay, it shows. It works really nice. And here, sorry. In here you just don't. Trail script. Everything's fine here. Oh, okay. I see. This is the mistake. So our input, I think I'm pretty sure it's this one. So start trail and here end trail. There we go. Okay, so after so much, it was just a name mistake. So yeah, the parameter name needs to be exactly the same. Okay. So, all right, after all of that, the first trail is now working, but now we just need to add everything onto this system, right? So we have this trail, this one is done. Now we need to add the sparks and the speed lines. So we can just say convert and also convert. We can open this up. And we need to put everything on this core, right? So the speed, and we're gonna have to modify stuff here too. So just copy it, we paste it, or actually, since we have already made all of these, we should just copy this, paste this. This is gonna be speed line, and we need the material. Yeah, this converter is not working so well. Maybe later they improve it. So this is the speed lines. You want the material, which is this one. Put it here. Give me just 1 second. And let's see how well it is working. Okay, but we did make a different configuration on the dynamic on this one. So I just wanna copy the same dynamic, parameters that it had. So speed lines, I'm just still gonna copy this. We're gonna erase it though. And in here, you just want this. And just erase this one. Now we can just get rid of this. And how is that looking? Okay, so yeah, it starts strong and then it dies down. Fine. Let's watch them together. It's too much. It's way too much. Okay, so I need to stop rushing things. There are many things that we need to copy from here. Like for example, the color. What's up, R3? Thank you for joining. And I think only the color should be it. I promise I won't rush anymore. Okay, so yeah. Now it is kind of working that way. I think it's still a bit too strong. That and perhaps our Perhaps. Well, the way that we made our original Phoenix Trail was that our... We can watch it here, I think. It's this one? It's not that one. Is it? Well, the way that we made our... Oh, there we go. Was that the Phoenix Trail was, okay, a basic length, but the speed lines were really small, so they adjusted. So we probably should make a different notify just for the speed lines to make them way smaller. So let me think, or maybe we can just say, since this is Niagara and it is no longer Cascade, we can just say ribbon, scale ribbon width. And we can just say this is 0.2. Let's check how that looks. We need to pick the animation again, which was the B. Oh, okay. This is way smaller. Okay, and thank Lord we don't need to do the cascade methods. So maybe just 0.5. Okay, that's way better. So now we need the sparks, and we can now finally get rid of this. And the sparks, okay, there are so many issues here, I guess. So just copy and just paste it here. We can just get rid of this, get rid of this, and get rid of this. Now let's work on some more interesting sparks, I guess. So we need a different spam per unit. And erase that one. We do not need this. Deprecated dynamic input. Okay, we can just try and see what happens with this. No, not being initialized. Let's just make another initialized particle. And just get rid of this one. We can just modify it later. So what else? The drag is not working here. Basically, we need to do new sparks, I guess. Okay. So we can just kind of preview it, how it is looking so far. Well, nothing is looking so far. No, but you know, we probably just don't want to spawn per unit. We just want to spawn rate. Let's say 300. And let's check it out. Oh, okay, I understand. So these sparks should not be on the same configuration as this one. Let's just make a new notify track, and we just need to make a different system for this. So we can just use this one, I guess. Just here, move here. So sparks, and let's go on the animation, right click. Let's say time Niagara effect. The same duration. It's here. Just place these sparks, and the root, the socket is gonna be sword mid. Oh yeah, they are. You can check it here. So first we made a script, and we're finding the midpoint between the two vectors. We're just putting these three particle parameters. Then we made this blueprint. We're getting these socket locations, and I spent like 20 minutes just with an error on the names. So well, now sort mid. I just wanna disable this for a little bit. I just wanna focus on the sparks and see how they look right now. Okay, so yeah, we can't see anything. Lots of mistakes here. Spawn per unit. Have I mentioned enough times in the previous streams that I hate Cascade? Okay. Initialize particle once again. We just erase this one. Particle acceleration, no. Drag, no. Acceleration force, no. So is anything showing like this? Nothing at all. Okay, so maybe not spawn per unit. What about just spawn rate? Nothing still. We have our material. Sprite attributes, okay. So random uniform. The size is fine. Rotation, no rotation for now. Was that it? Nope. We still need more things. And I'm thinking, what if we just make these sparks from scratch? Because this conversion really did nothing at all for us. So I guess we're gonna be doing sparks. And let's just say simple sprite burst. And can we actually see this sprite burst? So spawn versus spawn rate. Spawn rate. 100. You can just disable that, but leave it there just in case. And let's say location. So is that showing? Yeah, that's showing. Sure. Okay, we can erase that. We can say this is uniform. And what? 1 and 3, maybe. And maybe just sphere location, perhaps 20, or okay, 60. Yeah, I guess something like that is gonna be fine. Okay, so they are leaving too much. Let's say here uniform. Oh, yeah, sure, uniform. And it's gonna be maybe 0.3 and 0.8, perhaps. Something small like that, sure. Now let's put the same material. So it's this one. And they're even smaller than the other particles, I think. Well, you can barely see them. We can maybe just make them a little bit bigger, and also once we put an emissive color, it's gonna be better. So what was the color? We can put it here for sure. And we can just disable this. No, I hate this. Let's just modify it through here. For now, just give it a normal color, yeah, like that. Okay, perhaps now we can go by size, by speed. Scale, sprite size by speed. Let's put a 7 here. And in here we can say alignment, velocity alignment. This should be fine. Oh, sure. We can add gravity and collision. It's really simple. And hey, movie, yeah, it's gonna be uploaded. Don't worry. I'm not sure how long it's gonna last. Maybe 40 minutes more or something. But it's gonna be uploaded for sure. Don't worry. And yeah, we're gonna add some collision and some different forces on the particle shortly. For now, I just want I just want the particles to look nice, and of course they're not changing size because we don't have any speed at all. So I wonder, do we even add speed to them? Let's test it at least. Maybe we end up adding no velocity at all. So for this, let's test. So 300 is in what direction for our... Okay, this is not what we want. We want it probably on X. Let's test that. Okay, so it's minus. Yep, this could be good. So once we have that, let me see. Obviously, minus 300 is too much, so we can go on random again. 300 and 0 should be good. And I think we need to spawn way more. Yeah, this barely looks like anything. So let's just... Oh, we have spawn burst on spawn, right? Let's go 300. And of course, let's just do GPU. Fixed bounds. Let's say this is... Oh, gracias. You can tweak that after. So how is that? Nice. I still don't like the velocity or the motion. And of course that they're all looking at the same direction, right? So we need to also modify the rotation. Just random. Just something like that. Okay, and let me see. So the velocity threshold, if we go lower, yeah, they transform easier. So maybe like that. That's too much. And I don't think that they are... Let me think. So these... Obviously, they are just way too big. Okay, so 1. And... Well, 1 is probably too much, so... Probably just 2. 2 and 5. It's still too much. So on the sprite speed, we can just say this is 0.3 and 0.6, maybe. Okay, now they are way too thin, so this one is maybe a 4. Okay, maybe that's the size that we need. Maybe that looks good enough. Obviously that is back, so just switch the animation and put it back in. And of course that we can add more forces and the collision, sure, but right now I don't think that this is doing much much difference in our particle. If we just enable both of our main trail, we won't see just much difference at all. It even looks really bad. So maybe actually maybe we just don't use this material at all. Or okay, so default the options, show plugin content, engine, default sprite. Nope, it has to be one of these. Default sprite material. Okay, not nice. Just testing stuff after all. So 0.1, 0.2. Maybe that's better. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I think the velocity that we have added It's just going everywhere, and it's looking really bad. Let me just check this like this quickly. I wonder if you could use the built-in fluid simulation system with Cascade. That would be cool. I don't think you can use it with Cascade. I could definitely test stuff out though. But yeah, it would be really cool. And I was thinking about doing a fluid live stream too. I still think that I need some stuff to learn, but maybe after I'm done with that. You should try. Okay, so this is getting out of control. This is not looking nice at all. Oh, and wait. Velocity aligned. Does it help if we just put a custom facing vector too? No. Okay. I didn't say anything. In the camera plane. Let me try to figure something out. We don't have any velocity right here. So both of these are not working. Okay. So if instead of this sphere, let me check that. No, we probably don't want anything like that. I wonder if this is working now. Spawn per unit. Is this spawn per unit working now? Oh yeah, it does. Okay. Problem solved. It wasn't before. Let's see. It's just gonna be a spawn per unit. And perhaps 2 is too much. Maybe 10. Yeah, probably something like that. Probably something like that is fine. So now if we add this velocity, it should just go outwards, right? Let's do a simulation here. Test it out. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. So now we can finally, I think, do this, and it's gonna look nice. Please tell me it does. No, it does not. We'll probably just get rid of that. Okay. Do we just go back to the old material? Yeah, when I make particles, I may have way too much back and forth. Let's make them slightly bigger. And perhaps we can just say scale sprite size. And we can just say that at the start, it is, yeah, sure, 1. We create another point. At point 1, this is going to be 1. Oh. Control C. Okay. And let's say that at point 2, it's going to grow to 1.5. And then at the end, at 1, it just grows back to 0.3. And press F. Oh, sorry. Just make a curve. Let's test stuff out. Okay. We can add way more than this is 1. Okay, that's way too much. But we need to adjust the width of it. The location may be way too big. So what, 20? Okay, that's better. But it should start probably around here. Yeah. Okay, so here, maybe it's good. Let's test it again. Oh, and if it breaks, like it's doing right here, we can just reset it. as always. Okay, I think this is looking good. I like how this looks. But R3, you wanted to check gravity and collision. Yeah, sure. So on it needs to be an update. Gravity force, or do we want another force? Because we have plenty. I think that the curl noise could be really interesting. So just fix and noise strength. So bake medium, it should be like this, otherwise it's just way too heavy. And we can just say here curve. And let me see. So when it starts, maybe no, actually when it starts, the particle is really strong. So maybe 10 here, or wait, what was the base value? My bad. The base value is 10. So okay. Curve. Expand it. Let's say that it starts, sure, 30. And it dies down at 0. Maybe at 0.5. Does it go crazy? It's not doing much, I think. It's not doing much, and maybe we just need to increase the noise frequency. I haven't touched this in a bit. Do you guys hear noise in my background, or is it fine? And this is not. Okay, it's not. You can just disable this a little bit. Okay, it's fine. See, no problem. I should say gravity then. I probably need to tweak the curve noise a little bit more. Okay, so again, we want a curve only on the C, so disable this too. And let's say that when it starts, it has 300. Oh, if you want to know how to zoom again the screen, just press F. And when it's let's say on 0.3, it will just be 100. Let's test it out. Does gravity not follow the curves? I wonder. Or is this just too soft? Test it out. Okay. So and here, let's just again test stuff. So 1K. Okay, so it does really follow a curve. Fine. But obviously not like this. What if we invert them though? So 800. And here, minus 1K. Probably 0.3 is too early. I think like that works pretty nice. So first it goes up, and then they all fall really fast. I like that. I like that motion. I can kinda understand the Portuguese R3. Yeah, it's way better, yes. But about the collision. So the collision it's just fairly simple. Thank you, movie. So just go here, collision. And there are a couple of things that you need to check to make it good. Or well, it really depends on what you're doing, right? But I don't think that we can preview collision on this. Let's just trail not valid. Okay. Let's just place it here. And the trail is gonna look different because of the lining and because this is just Unreal Engine 4. Need to just convert it to, well, just place it on 5, but let's see. Just for the sake of testing it, we're gonna make them brighter, bigger, and last longer. So we're here on the sparks. I'm just gonna copy them. I can erase this one already. And this one. Okay. So this is the copy. Let's make them bigger. Say 10. Because if the particles that yes, of course. Because for this trail in specific, I don't think that we're gonna need collision. They're never gonna fall to the floor. But let's make them bigger. Let's say this is also stronger. Okay, and they need to live longer. So is it this one? Yeah. So 2 and 1. And for the collision, so I'm pretty sure that in Unreal Engine 5 this is a little bit different. I remember more options. But so bounce, we do not want any bounce. Let's check how that is looking though. I don't like how they're shrinking in the floor. So they're shrinking because we have these scale sprite size. Let's make them remain at 1.5, or maybe at 1. Okay. Okay, now we just need to make them disappear slowly. So on collision, the bounce, I think it's just fine on 0.1. Collision radius, sprite, bounce. So I've had some trouble with for example, when I was making ghost trails, and I wanted the trails to die on the floor, so they had collision. The bounds were way too big, so I always put this so they didn't collide with each other. And I think Corpse Roll, yes, you're so right. But yeah, I think there are so many more options on Unreal Engine 5, and this should just be it, I guess. You know, like they just fall and die. Like that. Maybe once we switch to Unreal Engine 5, we can make some modifications to make them more interesting. But you know, guys, I think this is good enough. This was fun. We can just disable this a little bit. Okay, just go to the main one. How is that looking? Let's make them a little bit stronger. Yeah, thank you for the input, dude. So, well, I think that we successfully converted the trail. At the start of the stream, there is this this configuration of the Niagara script, of the blueprint, so you can make your Niagara effects look exactly like they do on Cascade. And thank you for joining. I hope that you really liked it and that it was useful. And let me know if you want more streams of VFX or maybe a different topic. And yeah, we have a lot of courses on Teachable and a lot of free resources too. So thank you for joining, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Thank you so much. Thank you for being on the chat, guys. Thank you, Cami. Thank you, R3. Thank you, Movie. Goodbye. Yeah.